Hello students, to continue with statistics for economics chapter measures of central tendency part 6. We are studying about mode. You know that mode is the value which occurs most frequently in a series, or the value which is having highest frequency in a series is called mode. You have studied how to calculate mode in individual series, in discrete series and in simple continuous series. Today we are going to study how to calculate mode in different kinds of continuous series. Let us take an example of cumulative frequency series. So here is an cumulative frequency series in which the income of the workers is given as below 50, below 45, below 40, below 35, below 30, below 25, below 20 and below 50. Cumulative frequency is given as 97, 95, 90, 80, 60, 30, 12 and 4. So in case of continuous series, class intervals should be equal, series should be exclusive to calculate the mode. If midpoints are given, class intervals are to be obtained. So here the series is cumulative frequency type. So there is need to convert the series into exclusive series. So let us convert first this series into exclusive series. So less than series starts with the upper limits. So it is clear these are the upper limits of the class intervals. Here we have written the upper limits of the class intervals. So in this way class intervals shall be 45 to 50. Frequency shall be 95 minus 95. 97 minus 95 is equal to 2. Then next class interval shall be 40 to 45. In this way 35 to 40, 30 to 35, 25 to 30, 20 to 25, 15 to 20, 10 to 15. And the frequencies shall be 97 minus 95 is equal to 2, 95 minus 90 is equal to 5, 90 minus 80, 10, 80 minus 60, 20, 60 minus 30, 30, 30 minus 12, 18, 12 minus 4, 8 and here student workers scoring income between 10 to 15 are 4. You have already learned how to convert cumulative frequency into simple frequency series in the chapter organization of data. Here we are making use of grouping method. So first of all we are drawing grouping table. This is the first column of the grouping table indicating the frequencies. In the second column we will take 1 plus 2, that is the first frequency plus second. 2 plus 5 is equal to 7. Then we will add next to 10 plus 20, it shall be 30. Then 30 plus 18, it shall be 48. 8 plus 4, it shall be 12. So we will encircle the highest frequency here, it is 48, whereas in first column it is 30. Then in third column it is 2 plus 3. So we will begin with second frequency, that is 5 plus 10 is equal to 15, 20 plus 30 is equal to 50, 18 plus 8 is equal to 26. So 50 is the highest value, so we will encircle it. Next is 1 plus 2 plus 3 in the column 4. So we will add up first three frequencies, that is 2 plus 5 plus 10 is equal to 17. Then 20 plus 30 plus 18 is equal to 68. So we will encircle it here, which is the highest value. Then in the next fifth column 2 plus 3 plus 4 second frequency, third frequency and fourth frequency we will add up. 5 plus 10 plus 20, it is equal to 35. Then next we will add up 30 plus 18 plus 8, which is equal to 56, which is the highest value. So encircle it. In the last column, 3 plus 4 plus 5, that is we will begin with third frequency. So 10 plus 20 plus 30 is equal to 60. 18 plus 8 plus 4 is equal to 30. So 60 is encircled. Now let us draw analysis table. In order to draw analysis table, class intervals are taken in the columns and 1 to 6 rows are shown here. Now in the first row, 30 is the highest frequency. The class interval corresponding to 30 is 25 to 30. So here in the first row we will tick mark against 25 to 30 class interval. Then in second case, 48 is the highest value, which is sum total of 30 plus 18. Corresponding class interval are 25 to 30 and 20 to 25. So in the second case we will tick mark here 20 to 25 and 25 to 30. In third case, 50 is the highest frequency, which is sum total of 20 plus 30. Corresponding class interval are 30 to 35 and 25 to 30. In fourth column, 68 is the highest, which is sum total of 20 plus 30 plus 18. Corresponding class interval are 30 to 35, then 25 to 30, 20 to 25. In fifth column, it is 56 and corresponding class intervals are 25 to 30, 20 to 25 and 15 to 20. Whereas in the last sixth column, they are 10 plus 20 plus 30, 60. So corresponding class intervals are 35 to 40, 30 to 35, 25 to 30. Now total here 35 to 41, 30 to 35 3, 25 to 36, 20 to 25 3 and 15 to 20 is 1. So it is clear 25 to 30 is having the maximum number of ticks. So it is the model class, means value of mode lies somewhere between 25 to 30. Now what is the exact value? In order to calculate that, we have to apply an formula. If you look at the frequencies here by Speckschen method also, it is clear here frequencies are having regularities. So 30 is the highest frequency and corresponding class interval is 25 to 30. So model value lies somewhere between 25 to 30. Here is a formula. Mode is equal to L1 plus F1 minus F0 upon 2F1 minus F0 minus F2 into I. So here 25 is the lower limit, F1 is 30, F0 is 18 here, because series is in descending order. So F0 is 18. Now next 2 into 30 minus 18 minus 20 is the F2, and difference between lower limit and upper limit is 5. So it is now 25 plus 12 upon 22 into 5, which is equal to 25 plus 60 upon 22. That is 25 plus 2.273. So model income is 27.273. This is how we can make use of grouping method if there is no regularity in the frequencies. Now mode can also be calculated through arithmetic mean and median. Formula is here. Mode is equal to 3 median minus 2 mean. Suppose mean is given to you 20.2, median is given as 18.8. Now mode shall be equal to 3 into median 18.8 minus 2 into mean 20.2. After multiplying we get 56.4 minus 40.4 is equal to 16. So mode is equal to 60. So this is all about three important averages, that is mean, median and mode. Now let us study the relationship between mean, median and mode, or the relative position of mean, median and mode. So relative position of mean, median and mode can be studied under two headings: if the frequency distribution is symmetrical and if the frequency distribution is asymmetrical. If it is symmetrical, symmetrical means frequencies are like this: 2, 5, 7, 5, 2. Then if we plot this frequency in a curve shall be bell shaped, as is visible to you from the diagram. So in such case, mean is equal to median is equal to mode. You know that mode is the value with highest frequency. Here is the highest frequency, this is mode, and in such case mean is equal to median is equal to mode. But in case of asymmetrical distribution, if the frequencies or the curve is skewed to the right hand side, then median is less than mean is mode is less than median is less than mean. Whereas if we plot the frequencies on a curve is skewed to the left like this, then mean is less than median is less than mode. Mode is clear, it is the value with highest frequency. So it is clear median always lies between mean and mode. Thanks for watching.